Hello and welcome back to the Gauntlet of Greatness. I'm Randy Buehler and I'm ready for a battle of the Titans. This matchup is Necropotence versus Caw Blade. So the Necro deck, this card was by far the most broken and dominant card for the early, half a dozen years of Standard. Shall playing Extended, it's restricted in Vintage. The Skull, won me the Pro Tour that I won. Just a great card, and this deck is full of just broken ways to stop your opponent from playing Magic. Knock the cards out of their hand, blow up their lands. Strip Mine is unrestricted for the slice of Standard that we're playing in. Dark Ritual into Hypnotic Spectre. The deck is just great. This deck did lose to Delver last week, though, so I don't know. Maybe my memory, my nostalgia is overrating quite how good this is. And this may be the place we find out because, you want to talk about Titans. The Caw Blade deck. This is Jace the Mind Sculptor, right? Jace, obviously the best Planeswalker of all time, one of the best Magic cards of all time. This deck has also got Stoneforge Mystic to go get Batterskull. This is got to be one of the best Standard decks in the history of the game. So definitely a battle of the Titans. I am genuinely curious to see what happens here. So I'm going to play the Necro side just because I insisted that I wanted to play the Necro side. All right. Let's go. Come on, Skull. You can do this. Oh, am I supposed to be unbiased? I don't know how this works. I'm supposed to be unbiased. I'm not. Draw seems fine, right? Ivory Tower is really good when I get the Necro going. It's the life gain's not really what this matchup is about, but being able to stay stay potent forever is good. It's gonna turn to him. It's gonna strip mine. Hippie, yeah, clearly a keeper. Kind of a mix of everything. I guess we find out how good this is. Ooh, never mind. I don't think we need turn one Ivory Tower. We need turn one Hypnotic Spectre. Wow, it still feels good after all these years. I don't know that the Caw Blade deck can really deal with a turn one hippie. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Wow. Knocked the Mana Leak out of his hand too, which was probably going to stop this him. I just him here, right? Pump Knight is not as impactful. If this resolves, he's down to 3 cards. Got the Squadron Hawk, got the Stone. He may be white. He may just not have any white mana. Second Tech Edge, yeah. He's color screwed, and I have the good draw. Demonic Consultation. Interesting. I could, work on consulting for a Necro. I think my play is to strip his colored mana and then just play a Pump Knight, right? And I'm going to strip in the first main phase so that if he floats mana for any kind of mana leak that he might have drawn, then I can just go into my attack phase and clear his mana pool before I cast the Pump Knight. Haven't hit an opponent with a Hypnotic Spectre in a while. Jace. All right, he's got colored mana now. He's got 2 cards in his hand. He's gonna get a Stoneforge Mystic, sure. Batterskull now in his hand. I have 50-50 shot to just knock it out right here. Interesting. I can't kill the Stoneforge with these drains. I don't have lands. No. I don't know. What am I consulting for here? Is he actually going to get that Batterskull down? I hope I knock it out of his hand. Come on, hit the batter skull. Make this easy. I hit Attack Edge. Great. So he actually gets to put batter skull into play next turn. With one swamp, if I had a third land, I could consult for him and just get it that way. Batter skull seems pretty good against me. I don't know what I'm consulting for. Oh, I could consult for a Contagion and kill the Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, that sounds pretty good. I mean, Dark Ritual will not kill the Stoneforge Mystic, but Contagion will. Yeah, alright. That's the play. So I lost 16 cards, shouldn't really matter. No Necros, no Drains, one Ritual. I can live with that. So I'm going to choose Stoneforge Mystic for both of the -2, -1 counters. And so I'm going to kill the Stoneforge Mystic so he can't get his Batter Skull. And then, yeah, might as well throw this Ivory Tower down. In case I get a Necro. Doesn't look like the game's going to come down to that. So he's got a Batter Skull and a card off the top, which is a Squadron Hawk. It's not nothing. It's kind of going to give my Hypnotic Spectre some more cards to aim at, hilariously. So his hand is now 2 Squadron Hawks and a Batter Skull. Do I drain the Squadron Hawk? Does it do anything? It doesn't actually do anything. I'd rather just pump the Pump me. Hit him for 5. And knock a Squadron Hawk. Oh, I get the Batter Skull. Okay. I don't even know if that's good or bad now, because he doesn't have the mana for it, obviously. Hilariously, he can double block. Which I think means I actually drain one of the Hawks for 1. Just so that he can't block effectively. I can drain it for 2 and gain an extra life. Yeah, hilariously. I think that's the line. He either chumps or I knock the other Squadron Hawk out of his hand. Yeah, I've got lethal next turn. Oh, he gets to chump again next turn, I guess. Feeling pretty good about this game. But he's putting up a fight. I mean, obviously, if I draw Necro at any point, that is, draw 10. Judge. So he's obliged to chump block or he's dead. And in fact, what he doesn't know, he's got no cards in his hand, right? I can pump to 3. I can surprise. Pump to 4 and pump to 5. Ball game. Well, we got to see what the Necro deck's capable of. That was fun. What's his matchup play? I can make him sacrifice green and white permanents, but he can make a steady supply of white permanents, and the white permanents aren't really the ones I care about, right? It's the Jaces. I can make his white spells more expensive. activated abilities of white enchantments cost 3 more to activate. It couldn't just be white permanents and cause problems for Stoneforge Mystic. Are these contagions actually good here? A weird matchup. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my deck. My deck just... Everything in my deck is good. I mean, Zeranorb is not great just because he's not really going to be dealing me a bunch of damage. It's only good to sort of fuel a Necro, but if I have a Necro, maybe I'm already winning. Maybe I'm not in love with Zeranorb. But, like, what am I bringing in? The annoying part, discs do not kill Planeswalkers. I mean, clearly the intention was to destroy all non-land permanents, but that's not the way they wrote the template, so it does not hit Planeswalkers. So, I mean, Jace is just good against me. I mean, I could go with an Icequake strategy. I could be trying to play land destruction. Just to have yet more disruption in my deck. But what am I taking out? I guess I do think these contagions are decent. Like the ability to either clear multiple Squadron Hawks or clear his Stoneforge Mystics. Like, I can't stop him from resolving a Stoneforge Mystic, but if I stop him from putting a Batterskull into play, maybe that's just good. I don't know, though. I mean, all my cards seem good. I think I'm just going to run it. See what happens. It's another turn 1 Ritual Hippie. Think we keep that. The Swamp. The Dark Ritual. The Hypnotic Spectre. That feels pretty good. He's got Mana Leak mana. Do I him into Mana Leak mana? I got a Batterskull. Interesting spot. I don't know if I'm supposed to him here. I mean, if he does nothing and I do nothing, that's just good, right? But I mean, if he doesn't... I have no play next turn. If I had anything to do next turn, I would him, but I don't think... I mean, he's going to have to tap mana and to do stuff eventually, or this Hypnotic Spectre is just going to completely rip him apart. Got a Jace. Yeah, I guess... I mean, letting him get to 4 is scary. There could easily be another Jace in that hand. Huh. Now, show me the counterspell. Yeah. Fair enough. That's what I thought was going on. Maybe I'm supposed to wait another turn. Just like, I want to top deck a Consult or a Necro, though, to be able to... He had the second Jace. Man. So hitting the Jace was just terrible. Huh. Well, I can't... Oh, I can... If I drain him for 2, I can kill the Jace. Right? I can just redirect. This is just damage. That's gotta be the play, right? I mean, it's either that or replay Hypnotic Spectre. If I replay Hypnotic Spectre, though, he gets to activate Jace. Kill your Jace. He's got white mana now. It's probably less than ideal. I'm kind of flooded. The deck doesn't play that many swamps. I mean, it does play a lot of lands, but the thing is, 4 of the lands are strip mines, and 3 of the lands are Mishra's Factories. I actually get the 4th Mishra in the board because I wanted to make sure I had enough swamps for turn 2 him to Turok. But yeah, I would clearly be better off if one of these swamps is a Mishra. Alright, now he's got a handful of Squadron Hawks again. What did he get? 3 of them? Yeah. So it's 3 Squadron Hawks and 2 cards I don't know about. Artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. Oh! He didn't have that last turn, did he? That's not ideal. Huh. Second colonnade. There's the Stoneforge. Man, his draw spaces have been nice to him. Because his hand is the 3 Squadron Hawks now. And a Sword of Feast and Famine. Which he's going to hard cast. Okay. That's smart. Was I not supposed to play my disc there? He didn't Mana Leak the Hypnotic Spectre when I replayed it, so I didn't think he had a Mana Leak. I think he top decked a Mana Leak that turn. Protection from black and green. I discard a card and he untaps his lands. Okay. It's obviously not great for me, but it's also not a catastrophe. Also, protection from white on a pump night with this many swamps is not nothing. These creatures are white, right? White and blue, yeah. He currently has no ability to block my pump night, which can hit him for what, 5 a turn? It would be 6, except that I'm going to get forced to discard this swamp, I'm sure. Kind of nice that Hippie got the Batterskull out of his hand. Did that pretty early on. Well, now he's got the ability to double block my Hippies. My Hippie. Oh, he's going to have a Colonnade available to block it anyway, isn't he? Wow. So it comes down to, can I hit him 3 times with this Pump Knight? Not Expector wants to play defense. Hilarious. Well, I definitely can't attack into that. And his hand's empty. Now there's the him. Where were you a million years ago? Take 5. I think I win this race. I mean, Hypnotic Spectre's not an irrelevant blocker. He used to start firing up Colonnades, though. Yup. So that's 7. I do think I win this race. I mean, I could chump here. Don't think it makes sense to chump this turn when I can just chump next turn. Yeah, I think I can afford to take 7. I mean, I guess he can chase me next turn, but then what's he going to have? He's got 7, 8, 9. He can't kill me next turn that I can see. Gets his land. All he's got is his top deck. Sure. Ah, Strip Mine. That's a good card. Yeah, I get to wait and see which Colonnade he's activating and then strip that one. Yeah, I think I win this race next turn. He has to draw some way to deal with the protection from white Pump Knight, which is basically Jace. I don't even know, like, if he boarded in the second Batter Skull, then that would work. But, yeah, I think I've got him drawing pretty slim here. Oh, sure. Tech Edge means I can't wait to make him waste his mana, but he's actually a mana short now. So, I think that did most of what I wanted to do. Yeah, he has to play a land if he's going to activate Colonnade. It's 5, right? Yup. Seems like he's drawn pretty slim. He's got the land, so he can activate Colonnade, but then that's not enough, even if I didn't have a chump blocker, and I do have a chump blocker. What is your last card? Don't be a Jace. I have 7 lands, so a Drain Life off the top is lethal. Even if I have to Demonic Consultation for a Drain Life, it's still lethal, because I'll have 6. Yeah, that's Drain for 4. Trying to figure out if there's any reason I need to keep this Hypnotic Spectre, but it just doesn't do anything. I think I chump. Oh, or maybe pick off a dork. Okay, he's got the ability to chump block it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now I do chump block. Not like he has edict effects. Yeah. Basically, his last card needs to be a way to stop this Pump Knight. Which seems unlikely. Condemn. Put target attacking creature on the bottom. Gain life equal to toughness. You brought in Condemn against my Hypnotic Specters. Hilarious. Okay, he can gain some life, apparently. That's funny. Not that bad for me, though. I mean, because the Colonnade is gone. He had to get enough toughness to survive this. Does get to keep moving the sword around, so I can't attack with this Hypnotic Spectre. Funny. Dark Ritual. So I have 7. I had 3 pumps. Now I have 4 pumps. I can hit him for 6, 7, 8. Not good enough. So I don't die to this crackback, right? He's only hitting me for 3, 4. He's only hitting me for max 5, and Hypnotic Spectre can block one of those. Yeah, I think I still win this race. Next turn. What a weird game. Pretty cool one, actually. Alright, there's no reason not. He's going to hit me with the sword, so there's no reason to hold the Dark Ritual. 6, 7, 8. Ah, take it! Go, go, Gadget, order the Ebon hand. May not be good by modern creature standards, but you were pretty good for 1996. Can you top deck an answer to the order? Yes? No? Maybe? Tap it, mana. That was fun. That felt pretty good. Alright, let's talk to Shadow about that one. Hey, Shadow!
How's it going, Randy?
That was a fun game.
Yeah, your little black weenie deck against my white weenie deck. Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah, I guess it is Black Weenie versus White Weenie. Funny. Never saw a Skull. Never saw a Necro. Obviously, would
Oh,
have been ridiculous that game, but didn't need
we
it.
saw skulls. Skulls went straight to the graveyard.
Yeah, fair. Batter Skull went to the graveyard. Dark Ritual Hypnotic Spectre. Has that happened to you lately? It's been a while for me.
It's been a while. It's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was worried about. I mean, this deck. I gave it to one seed in this group because, like, in my mind, this is as good as Magic ever was. But I was starting to worry that it was going to fall to 0-2. Couple Dark Ritual Hypnotic Spectre starts though, and we get the W on the board for the Necro deck.
This is very true. Like I liked my hand the second game. The first game not so much. I was just hoping to draw into a planes. But the second game, I'm like, no, my hand is fine as long as he doesn't do. Oh, there he goes. All right, it's over. Let's see what I can do. Yep.
Yeah, not the most fair Magic deck in the history of Magic decks.
At least I was able to stop the him.
Sure.
Small consolences. So
Yeah, and
all right.
you top decked the Mana Leak for that disc too, which made my life difficult. But Dark Ritual Hypnotic Spectre got there. Pump Knight did all the heavy lifting though.
It's true. I don't have answers for Pump Night. I just watch it come in. I've got like a Wrath or two, but nothing good.
Yeah, protection from white, still pretty good.
Yep.
All right, good games.
Good games.
See you for the next one.